Balochistan activists held protests against Pakistan government in Sweden and London and other parts of Europe. The protesters alleged human rights violation in the region. The protesting group had also raised serious concerns against Pakistan's action. They condemned the so-called China-Pakistan economic corridor, which they claim was being carried out against the will of the Baloch people. People of Gilgit-Baltistan are also holding protests against the government of Pakistan. The region's leaders are calling on Pakistan to vacate the occupation of the region. Demonstrators protest say that the owners of the land in Gilgit-Baltistan are local people and cannot be forced to move. Our correspondent Siddhant is joining us for more on this. Siddhant, we see Baloch activists holding protests in Sweden and London, and this is not for the first time that the concern of the Baloch people has come to the limelight. Let us know more about how significant and how important are these demonstrations. We've seen them demonstrating and protesting against the actions and misdeeds of the Pakistan government.
Well, Preeti, this month we saw a lot of protests from Balochis and people from the Pakistani occupied Kashmir against the Pakistani state, the atrocities committed in the restive province of Balochistan and of course in Gilgit-Baltistan. And primarily their concern is the atrocities committed by Pakistan, abduction of the children and the women there, and killing of many Balochis in the restive province. And of course, this protest which we saw yesterday was a global protest in scale. And it started with Germany, then went to Sweden, Norway, UK, US, and ended just a few hours ago, just about 2 hours ago in Canada. And they were protesting against the Pakistani state's nuclear test way back in 1999. They were protesting that this caused a major problem in the state of Balochistan. But this is not the first protest this month. Earlier we saw the Balochis protesting in front of the Pakistani embassy in the Pakistani High Commission in front of in London, and their grounds was that the world should now wake up and they should put pressure on the Pakistani state, because in the garb of CPEC, the China-Pakistani economic corridor, the Pakistani state has been indulging in human rights violation. The CPEC, we all know, extends from Gwadar in Balochistan to China, Kashgar there, and we saw that the One Belt, One Road, the summit, when it was about to start, we saw protests happening in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir and in Balochistan. Even Chinese have been abducted there just a week ago, despite the fact that the Pakistani state has created a unit to protect the Chinese there, and the Chinese have put pressure on the Pakistanis that it's time that they should increase the protection for the Chinese. And recently a Dawn League, it's a newspaper in Pakistan, said that Pakistan might become a Chinese colony by the year 2030 if the CPC continues, and they plan to form colonies there, and these colonies of course will displace people in both in Pakistan occupied Kashmir and Balochistan.
All right, thank you for joining us with those details, Siddhant.